L&D Design. My name is Lene and I am half of L&D Design along with my husband David. Today we have two awesome farmhouse-inspired DIYs for you guys. One is more of an upcycled project while the other is more of a Dollar Tree project. So I hope you guys enjoy these videos. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We will have some more videos coming at you. I hope you guys are having an amazing day. And with that being said, let's jump right in to the DIYs. So for our first DIY, we're going to be kind of making over this laundry sign. My mom had actually given this to me a while ago, actually to make over, and I just was kind of like, wasn't sure what to do with it. Well, recently, one of the signs I had in my laundry room fell and broke. So perfect time to redo this. I like absolutely nothing about it, except for the fact that it has this cute little hanger here. So we're going to work with this. I am going to flip it over to the back, and I'm going to remove the hanger. That way I just have a lot of room and leeway to paint, and then I will add the hanger back in at the end of our project. But I'm going to remove it. It has really, really tiny screws. So I'm just going to take my tiny, tiny screwdriver and remove that hanger. Now that my hanger is removed, I am going to take some sandpaper to the front. This top layer right here is like paper that is stuck onto this board. So you can see, I don't know if you can tell, but there are places where it's not really stuck on evenly. It's curling up. And I do want to paint this, and I don't want to have to take this whole layer of paper off, but I do want to kind of rough it up a little bit, especially along these edges, so that when I do go paint, I don't have paper that's like crazy peeling up on me and making my project look a mess. So I'm just going to take some sandpaper. This is just some 80 grit sandpaper I have lying around, and I'm just going to kind of rough up especially those edges and make everything a little bit more even. Now that I've kind of roughed up and kind of smoothed out those edges a little bit, I am now going to paint my sign. And surprise, surprise, we're going to be using white. I use white a ton. This is the Waverly chalk paint in white. And then I'm just going to be using a regular crazy looking wall brush. And I'm probably going to do 2 coats. I don't want to go super thick because I don't want the paper to peel up, but I also want to make sure that I'm getting decent coverage on this. And I am going to do the edges as well to take that black on the edges away. Instead of using my Cricut like I usually do, I'm actually going to use these wall decals. These are from Dollar Tree, and I've seen a ton of people do this. I have just never found any at Dollar Tree when I look that I really like, and I happened to find this one, and I thought it was perfect for this sign. So they're all separate, just says wash, fold, dry, repeat, and then you have your little symbols. I don't think I'm going to use the pictures. I think I'm just going to use the words, and I just have to figure out exactly how I want them laid down. So I'm just going to peel them off, and I'm just going to kind of start placing them on my sign where I think that they're going to look best. So at first I'm just going to kind of set it like that. I'm not going to push it down at all, just because I kind of want to see what my placement is going to be. I like the simplicity of this. I did think about adding in some of the pictures. I just don't know if that's really my vibe. They're a little cartoony. So I kind of just like the very simple look of this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to flip my sign over, and I'm actually going to add a jute string to the back. So I am going to put the hanger back onto my sign first, but I don't want to hang it from the hanger part. I like the idea of that being part of the piece, but I don't want to see any nails or anything like that. I want to be able to hang it down lower. So that's really a statement part of the sign, since the sign is so simple. I have my twine. I am going to be using one of my finger protectors from Dollar Tree, just so I don't burn myself. I think I need to cut this a little bit shorter. And I'm just going to find a spot that's a little bit lower than this, and I'm going to hang it or attach it right about there. Kind of using the hanger and the top of the sign as a guide for how to get it nice and even.
Here we go again. Trying hard, but you wanna be my friend. Ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to.
For our next project, we're going to be using these signs from Dollar Tree. I can't fit everything all in frame because my workspace is so small, so I apologize for that. But these are part of their Valentine's decor, which they had out, I swear, like the day after Christmas. So I picked up 3 of these, and I've already taken the hangers off the back, which did take a little bit of work. There was 2 staples in each side holding on some jute rope. So I just used a butter knife and some needle nose pliers and used a combination of those 2 things to work those staples out. I am going to be using this side as my good side, the side that I'm going to paint, which means this is going to be my back side. So what I'm wanting to do is I'm wanting to attach all 3 of them together with like paint stir sticks. So I have these paint stir sticks, and I'm probably going to have to do 2 and then flip it around and do the other 2 maybe off camera because I just don't have enough space. But these are actually from Menards, and these come in a 10-pack. I have a bunch of packs of these. So I am just going to take a couple of these, and I'm going to use those kind of as my helper to keep this all together. And I'm just going to be using hot glue. When I do this, I want to make sure that I have a good seam and they're nice and close because I don't want there to be too many gaps. I am going to grab my T-square if I can find it. And I'm just going to use this, hopefully, oops, sorry about that, as a guide to kind of help me get these nice and flush together so that when I put a string of hot glue on here, it really holds really well. So let me see if I can get this more in frame for you guys. And when I do my stir stick, I'm not going to put it just over the 2. I'm actually going to be off centering it. So you're only going to be able to see part of what I'm doing. Again, I'm so sorry. But I want to save some room so that my stir stick can attach to my 3rd sign. So I'm going to start by grabbing my hot glue, getting that nice and handy next to me. And I'm just going to push down on the sign. Because they're a little bowed. So I'm going to push down on the sign. And I'm going to try my best to line it up on my T-square. And then I'm just going to run some hot glue here quite a lot and then push my popsicle stick down.
Here we go again. Call my bluff, I'ma be here till the end. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't
side so you kind of knew what I was thinking. I left some overhang here so that when I put my third sign in here, that I will have something to attach it to. And I may have to do a few more supports on the back, and that's fine. So here's my sign on the floor. You can see I added quite a few painter sticks. I just wanted to make sure really that I was stopping some of that bowing. This is not a heavy sign at all, so I really don't need all of those. But there was some bowing. I mean, these signs are very cheap, obviously, and I wanted to get as straight a look as I possibly could. So there is the front of my sign, a little bit more gapping there than I wanted, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm really going to use that to do the planks. So I think where I have those signs connected, that's where I'm going to do my planks. After I paint it, I'm just going to kind of bring that feature back out. So I think it's going to work out okay. So we're going to put some paint on our sign. I'm going to paint it right here on the floor. I've just put down my parchment paper. You guys will probably see my shadow moving back here, so sorry about the setup. But I'm going to be using the Waverly White, and I'm going to do like a heavy dry brushing. I don't know if that's what you would really call it. I'm going to really just slop it on there, I guess is the best way I can say it, because I don't mind this kind of natural color peeking through. That's less distressing that I have to do to it later. So I'm just going to kind of like try and slap it on as messy as I can, leaving some of that wood poking through. And I'm really just going over the same spot several times so that I'm picking up some of the paint from that spot and kind of transferring it to some other areas. So I kind of get that dry brushing look.
I can help you out. 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 I can help you out.
Now that my paint is dry, I'm going to be going in with some Waverly Truffle, and I'm just going to be taking this really small detailed brush, and I'm just going to go along this line to bring it out a little bit more. I don't want to do too much. I just want to do a little bit, and then I'm going to take my finger and I'm going to smear it.
Here we go again. Time is up and I'm calling up my friends. Ain't no wonder why, ain't no wonder I too. Here we go again. Call me up and you wanna be my friend. I'm the one you ride, I'm the one you ride to. If you don't
printed out, I decided to go with a quote about beauty, since this is going to be a sign that goes into my beauty room. My laptop's doing some craziness, so I had to restart the Cricut app. So I'm just going to start with the vinyl that I already have transferred onto my Dollar Tree transfer tape. And while I'm getting this set up, I am very curious if anyone uses a Cricut to do any projects, and if you do, have you tried using the Dollar Tree transfer tape? So I have seen many crafters say that they use this Dollar Tree transfer tape. It's actually like you know, the transfer stuff that you put like in your cabinets and stuff, and no one ever seems to struggle with it. I do. No matter how much I rub, how hard I press, I struggle to get the vinyl to stick to the transfer paper. So if you have that problem, let me know down below. And if you don't, is there like a trick that you're using to get it all transferred on? Because it is a struggle bus for sure.
wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change, I can help you out. 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 I can
Now that I
help
have all my vinyl on, I just want to pull my sign up off of my wax paper, and I'm just going to flip it over to the back. And what I want to do is I want to add just a little bit of detail at the top and the bottom with some jute, but I also want to add a jute hanger. So I'm going to add my detail first, and I want to go pretty close to the top and bottom because I don't want to cover up my words. So I'm going to start in the back, just in the middle. I'm just going to glue a piece down and get my finger grip on. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue right there. I'm going to glue this down. And then I'm just going to wrap it around twice.
Look, if you don't wanna change, ain't no place to hide, ain't no one to run to. If you don't wanna change.
The back, I'm going to go ahead and add my jute hanger. So I'm just going to do like we did with our other piece. I'm just going to measure out a nice long string. And I actually think that I'm going to attach it in between here just to make sure that my lines stay really straight.
I can help you out. I can help you out.